Hey guys, it's Jason of SK, and I know it's been a while, but I've been through quite a lot since the last time I recorded. I can go over everything. I broke my back, I had some health issues, all this was going on, but I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to get straight into the video. Otherwise known as Penance Brand Dissipation, which is one of the skills that actually came out since I had left. It's not the flashiest skill, but this season you're stacking it with heralds, and what that does is it allows you to pretty much be a righteous fire on crack. So to finish this build out, I need a few things. So I'm going to be liquidating all the currency I have to fix a few things, and I will be having chapters at the bottom of the video if you want to just look at the gameplay. If not, I'm gonna go quick sell some stuff and then go over what I need to fix and what happened to the build. Now, unfortunately, since it's been such a long time, I forget things. I usually go back and look at every single clip as I start recording, but since I wanted to get this done and get started again, I messed up and didn't record the voice and only the video. So a lot of it will be voiceover, but it'll still, put the same premise out there. So right now is what I'm doing is showing the Vanaruis amulet. This is the newer one that just came out this league, I believe. And what it does is when you have 6 influence items, it gives you +3 to all supported skill gems and +3 to all elemental skill gems. And I was already feeling weak. There was no video to follow. I did look at some PoBs, and I couldn't understand why they used this trinket, well, this amulet, because it didn't feel that strong. But then I realized I was talking with someone and they're like, why do you only have 5 influence items? Don't you need 6? I'm like, I do. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I go and count them all. And then I realized I have a duplicate of one of them, and they have to be all different. Which, if you didn't know, there's only 7 in the game, I believe, and I had 5 of them. So what I'm gonna have to do during this video is get a new ring, which would be the cheapest item, Now I will be getting more than just the ring, obviously. I plan to make the Sajiji build. I want to be done with it, have it all set. So I need to get Flasks, I need to get a new skill, and I need to get a few more items, not including I think 16 Herald tattoos I have, which would be, I don't remember the exact percentage, but it's a huge percentage of damage. Those go on your tree and just over int nodes. So once I get those set, I'm gonna be blasting. Now, unfortunately, I just recorded a long clip. I didn't have my audio on, so I might just make a voiceover when I go to edit it. I just go over my build, my plans, and what I'm doing. Now, before I go and do all that, I'm going to show you how the build is right now into some basic maps. I am Herald stacking, so it pretty much is, like I said, Righteous Fire, but much better. I'm using the Hive of the Herald of the Hive, which pretty much makes this build insane and any Herald stacking build insane, and you'll see that here in a second. I'm just going to do a random enslaver, run through the map, and then kill him, and then that'll be it for the T16 showcase, because that's not what you guys are here for. Now, even without any of the upgrades I plan on getting, this is before any of that, I one-shot everything I run into pretty much. So the build was strong, it just wasn't like as strong as, you know, how much currency I put into it. Now in 2025, to fight one of these mini bosses isn't very impressive. I'm just showing you that I can do it without having half of my things working, including the biggest piece, which is plus pretty much 6 gem levels on every piece. Just like that, boss is gone. This build already deletes a bit of the, like all these mini bosses pretty dang easy. I'm hoping by the end of this, it'll be able to do Ubers easy, but I'm not too sure. And I need to look into getting different graphs. Now, unfortunately, the helmet I'm looking for is kind of like this one. Has the 3% crit, the 30% more elemental damage. Ideally 20% of both of these, level 20. You can get 25 with an elevated, but I'm not really looking for an elevated. This one has 1% crit, and that's one of the most important lines. It's also 60 div. If I were to buy these when I had the currency back then, it would have been 30 div, I think. So I may just craft it myself, but we'll see how that goes. Next, I'm going to be looking for a ring. It doesn't have to have the minimum endurance charges. That would be a nice bonus to have. It also doesn't have to have the -7 total mana cost, but I can probably sell this for quite a bit. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, you really don't need that -7. So right here, I'm just on a train site, and I'm looking for an equal ring or better than what I have, and one with the right influence. I'm pretty much willing to spend whatever currency I need to get the ring to where I want it, because I don't want to go back and buy another ring later down the line. I'd rather just be done with the league and then send it off to standard for me to look at it later on. So yeah. Now I'm going to cheap out on a ring and just buy this one. It has the cast speed, it has the global crits. Life is okay, I don't really need it. And it also has the 2 endurance charges. It's not great, but it has the influences I need, which will allow my current amulet to work. It goes up really fast, already at 85 div for not much better rings. So I'm gonna go to the hideout and grab this guy's ring up. Oh, I guess I have to pull out of here. That's gonna be real happy about getting 30 div for this. It is right here. What am I losing? Do I need the resist? No, I can fix that. So I'll go ahead and snatch up that ring. Purchase. Looks like he was selling the build I have, yeah. He sold it away. Anything I can have on here? He has like my identical build almost. Neat. Alright, moving on. I just want to quick show you on the actual build itself how big the ring influence makes. Because again, it might as well not have an amulet. This is the current ring, and this is the ring I just got. 67 from 44. So yeah, it's quite a big deal. And it sucks that I haven't seen this for 2 weeks. This is one thing I wanted to know before I made this build, because I gave it a quick glance over and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cheap. I can do that, you know, in less than a mirror. I definitely couldn't, and one of the reasons was because of these tattoos. They give you 5% increase of Herald buffs on you, and they have to go into small intelligence. And you pretty much have to put these into every single intelligence thing you run over. So 9 div times like 15, 16, I don't know how many, was quite a big shock when I went to go make this build. So if you're trying to make this build, don't skip over the small things. Now I think I have enough money to get both Progenesis. So Progenesis, sitting at 117, and also Wine of the Prophet, and have looked over for some messing around to do. And once I get these put on, or I find the one I want, I'll let you guys know.
Alright, so I'm gonna start by getting my Wine of the Prophet. The lower charges, the better. You can use it more often. Some people think 100 is better. They just don't understand how it's supposed to go. So I want 20%. I'm not paying 57. You can get it much cheaper if you just scroll down and settle with a little bit lower. A little bit higher, actually. So we're gonna scroll down until 38 div. Maybe a little bit lower. Let me see if we can get better than 38. 31. That's still not worth it. Oh, nice, a mirror. That's super worth. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put some filters on. I want gold fee, no. Buyout price, maximum, let's put 20. Let's see what we can do with that. No results found at all. 25? Am I doing this wrong? Oh. No, it's still not. I guess that 30 is pretty much the best you can get on 25. Let's see. No, not 25. Let's try 27. Nope, I'm still not settling with that. I might as well get the best I can get. 24 is, well, I guess 29 is fine. So we're finally gonna have this item. That's good. And buy. Oh, Bottle of Faith is pretty cheap right now. Anyways, this is gonna be a huge purchase. It is, I believe, 180 almost for this Progenesis. It is, yeah, 178. Progenesis is such a big item, I'm not even upset about it. And let's see how much currency I have left over. Still 117 to mess around with. The helmet is probably gonna be around 70. The rest is probably gonna be spent on looking at league starts, which I will be making a video soon on one of the fastest league starts ever. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, so I'm currently making a different video, but on my live search, this helmet decided to pop up for 42 div. The only thing that's wrong with it is maximum mana. Could be energy shield. I don't really care that much about it. Everything else is on there. This is gonna be a huge upgrade. So yeah, finally got my helmet.
Now that I'm back on the main account, I can show you that the ring I had on before sold for 25 div. So it wasn't even that much more expensive, and I fixed my issue for the 6 pieces. Obviously the helmet's not on right now. I believe I have that in the stash in my new build, and this is going to finish off the gearing section. It's min-max to everything except for the mana, which I don't really care about, like I said. Next is the tree for the tattoos, and it's very important not to screw this up, because if I mess up the tattoos, they're permanent, so nothing I can do there. It'd be 9 div each time I misclick. So I'm gonna double check my PoB and make sure I'm putting them in the right spots. At least if I make this mistake, it'll be on camera. So each one of these red circles is where a tattoo is gonna go, placing an int node. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 int nodes, and a few different strength nodes. Sorry, 15 is one down here. Sorry if there's any background noise. I do have family members over, so my nieces and nephews are here. So we're gonna start by doing the top layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One down here, 10. And then I have to go grab more, and I do have to buy a few more as well. I think I only have 2 left. I think I need 3 more. Well, I need 5 more, but I have 2. I'm gonna go buy Herald tattoos. Oops. On a new keyboard, sorry about that. And then we're gonna buy 3 more of these. That's what I want. I have divine orbs. They are very expensive right now. But that's what you get for waiting long. We're gonna place our order, take our tattoos, and go and finish our tree. So I did miss one up here. That's one of them. And then there should be 4 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 times 5% increased effect. of Herald buffs on you. So that's what they mean when they say Herald stacking. Not to mention I have my Enlightened support, which goes with my Herald of Thunder, Ice, Purity, and Ash. And not only that, if you look at the level, it's level 24, that comes from my amulet because of the elemental support gems that are aligned. The +3 levels, which I wasn't getting before. Might as well not have been, wearing the amulet. If you look now, it's only level 21. You put the thing back on, and it is now 24, and that goes for all of them. These tattoos are much cheaper. I need 4 of these. And then they're gonna go... Actually, might have only needed 3, but we'll see here in a second. And that's 1, 2... Thought I had one down here. It was a life regen. Oh, right here. So we will drop the extra node we had up here. Put it on. I put the last one right here. For some reason he has 2, or actually 3 Firewalker ones, which I'm not sure. Maybe he was running out of resistances. He needed to fix them, but yeah, I'm gonna go. Should be pretty easy to get. Just gonna get 3 sockets and try to get a blue on the last one. There you go, just that easy. And I just gotta link them, and I could put in my Penance Brand setup. Figured out why he had the fire resistance ones. It's because it also gives 30% attention. 30% chance to block attack damage. So rather than getting the 1%, if it's in a circle with the Red Nightmare, which I obviously should have known this, I have it. It gives 3% on each. So that's why he had it on there. I unfortunately made the mistake of putting one of them on top of this one, which threw away 3 div, but it happens. One last thing I gotta decide is whether I'm putting Assassin's Mark somewhere or not. I'm not too sure just yet. And this is my final PoB. Some numbers may be off, but that's just because of the configuration. I'm following someone else's configuration. My block chance is almost 77%, which is very, very good. My effective hit pool is 183. It could be higher, but I would have to sacrifice a few things. Besides that, here's my gear. Nothing crazy about it. And we are going to now showcase the new build. I started the record, and again, I forgot to turn my mic. But yeah, I'm happy with where the build ended up at. It's able to do tier 17s very easily. It goes through pretty much any content in the game. I didn't want to set up any Ubers, but it can do Ubers as well. If you want to see that in a separate video, I guess I can make that. But I do these all the time, such as build guides and build demonstrations. And this is the build of the league for me. I'm only level 97. I'll be getting level 100 for GGG, but that'll be the only upgrades I leave left on this build. If you enjoyed the content and you made it this far, go and leave a like and maybe even a comment or a subscribe. Again, I do make these builds all the time. And peace, guys. Thanks.